As I journey through life, constantly searching for wisdom to navigate its ups and downs, I've found myself drawn to two profound philosophies, Stoicism and Buddhism. Both have left an indelible mark on my mind and soul, offering guidance on how to live a meaningful, resilient, and fulfilling life. At first glance, these two traditions might seem worlds apart, one emerging from the ancient schools of Greece, the other from the spiritual teachings of the East. Yet, as I've delved deeper, I've discovered striking similarities that resonate with my personal experience, as well as intriguing differences that broaden my perspective. In this exploration, I'll share how Stoic philosophy and Buddhism intersect in my life, where they diverge, and how they complement each other in helping me lead a life of purpose and tranquility. The common ground, acceptance and impermanence. One of the most powerful similarities between Stoicism and Buddhism is their emphasis on acceptance and the impermanent nature of life. Both philosophies teach that much of our suffering stems from our attachment to things that are beyond our control or destined to change. In my own life, this principle has been a guiding light, helping me navigate challenges with a sense of peace. In Stoicism, this idea is encapsulated in the concept of amor fati, the love of fate. The Stoics taught that we should embrace everything that happens to us, whether it is perceived as good or bad, because it is all part of the natural order. This acceptance doesn't mean passivity, rather, it's about recognizing that while we cannot control external events, we can control how we respond to them. By loving our fate, we align ourselves with the flow of life, finding peace in acceptance rather than resistance. Buddhism echoes this sentiment through the teaching of impermanence, or anicca. The Buddha taught that everything in life is transient, our possessions, relationships, even our own bodies. Clinging to these impermanent things only leads to suffering, as they will inevitably change or fade away. By cultivating a mindset of non-attachment, Buddhists learn to experience life fully, without being ensnared by the fear of loss or the pain of clinging. For me, these teachings have been invaluable. I've faced moments where life's unpredictability threatened to overwhelm me, a sudden job loss, the end of a relationship, or a health scare. In those times, the Stoic practice of amor fati and the Buddhist understanding of impermanence have been my anchors. Instead of spiraling into despair or anger, I've learned to accept these challenges as part of life's natural ebb and flow. This acceptance has not only brought me peace but has also allowed me to grow stronger, more resilient, and more adaptable in the face of change. The divergence, reason versus mindfulness. While Stoicism and Buddhism share a common ground in their approach to acceptance and impermanence, they diverge in their methods for achieving inner peace and wisdom. Stoicism emphasizes the power of reason and rationality, while Buddhism focuses on mindfulness and meditation. As a Stoic, I've learned to rely on the power of reason to navigate life's challenges. The Stoics believe that reason is our most powerful tool, enabling us to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. By cultivating rational thought, we can align our actions with our values and make decisions that contribute to our well-being and the well-being of others. This emphasis on reason has been a cornerstone of my personal development, helping me stay grounded and focused even in the face of adversity. For example, when I'm confronted with a difficult decision, I turn to the Stoic practice of dichotomy of control. By clearly identifying what aspects of the situation are within my control, my thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and what aspects are not, I can approach the decision with clarity and confidence. This rational approach has saved me from countless hours of worry and indecision, allowing me to take decisive action that aligns with my principles. On the other hand, Buddhism offers a different approach through the practice of mindfulness and meditation. Instead of relying solely on reason, Buddhism teaches us to cultivate awareness of the present moment, observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment. This mindfulness practice allows us to see the impermanent and interconnected nature of all things, helping us let go of attachments and find peace in the present. I've found that incorporating mindfulness into my daily life has brought a sense of calm and presence that complements my Stoic practice. While Stoicism helps me make rational decisions, mindfulness allows me to be fully present in each moment, experiencing life with greater depth and clarity. Together, these practices have created a balanced approach to living, a harmony between the rational mind and the mindful heart. The application, compassion and virtue in action. Both Stoicism and Buddhism place a strong emphasis on ethical living, though they approach it from slightly different angles. Stoicism is rooted in the concept of virtue, which the Stoics believed was the highest good and the key to a fulfilling life. For the Stoics, virtue encompasses wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, qualities that guide our actions and interactions with others. In my Stoic practice, I strive to embody these virtues in my daily life. Whether it's showing courage in the face of fear, practicing justice in my relationships, or exercising temperance in my desires, I've found that living virtuously brings a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose. Stoicism teaches that by living in accordance with virtue, we align ourselves with the rational order of the universe, contributing to the greater good of humanity. Buddhism, while also emphasizing ethical living, places a strong focus on compassion and non-harm, ahimsa. The Buddha taught that by cultivating compassion for all beings, we can overcome the ego's desire for self-interest and create a more peaceful and harmonious world. This emphasis on compassion has deeply resonated with me, reminding me that my actions have a ripple effect on others and that true happiness comes from helping and serving others. I've found that by combining Stoic virtue with Buddhist compassion, I can approach life with a sense of ethical responsibility that is both rational and heartfelt. In my interactions with others, I strive to balance the Stoic principles of justice and wisdom with the Buddhist practice of compassion, creating relationships that are both fair and kind. This blend of ethical living has brought me a deeper sense of connection with others and a more meaningful sense of purpose. The ultimate goal, eudaimonia and nirvana. Another area where Stoicism and Buddhism converge is in their ultimate goal, transcending the ego and achieving a state of inner peace and fulfillment. In Stoicism, this goal is known as eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or the good life. For the Stoics, eudaimonia is achieved by living in accordance with virtue, cultivating wisdom, and aligning our actions with the rational order of the universe. In Buddhism, the ultimate goal is nirvana, the liberation from suffering in the cycle of rebirth. Nirvana is achieved by extinguishing the ego's desires and attachments, realizing the true nature of reality, and living with compassion and mindfulness. While the terminology in metaphysics differ, both eudaimonia and nirvana represent a state of inner peace, freedom from suffering, and a life lived in harmony with the greater whole. For me, the pursuit of eudaimonia and nirvana has been a deeply transformative journey. Stoicism has provided me with the rational tools and ethical framework to live a life of virtue and purpose, while Buddhism has taught me the importance of mindfulness, compassion, and non-attachment. Together, these philosophies have guided me toward a deeper understanding of myself, others, and the world around me. The excitement of integration, what excites me most about exploring Stoicism and Buddhism is the way they complement each other, offering a holistic approach to living a meaningful life. By integrating the rational wisdom of Stoicism with the mindful compassion of Buddhism, I've found a balanced path that resonates deeply with my own experience. This integration has allowed me to approach life's challenges with both clarity and calm, making decisions that are both rational and compassionate. It has also deepened my sense of purpose, helping me live in alignment with my values while cultivating a sense of inner peace and connection with others. In moments of crisis, I turn to the Stoic principles of amor fati and the dichotomy of control to guide my actions, while also practicing mindfulness and compassion to stay present and connected with those around me. This integrated approach has not only helped me navigate difficult situations with grace and resilience but has also brought a deeper sense of fulfillment and meaning to my life. Conclusion: a journey of continuous growth. As I continue to walk the path of Stoicism and Buddhism, I'm reminded that this journey is one of continuous growth and learning. Both philosophies offer profound insights into the nature of life, suffering, and the pursuit of inner peace, each enriching the other in ways that deepen my understanding and practice. Whether it's through the rational clarity of Stoicism or the mindful compassion of Buddhism, I've found that these teachings are not just abstract ideas but practical tools that can be applied in everyday life. They have helped me navigate challenges, build meaningful relationships, and cultivate a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends the ups and downs of life. In the end, what excites me most about this journey is the opportunity for continuous growth. By integrating Stoic and Buddhist principles, I'm not just living a life of virtue or mindfulness, I'm living a life that is deeply connected to the world around me, grounded in wisdom, and enriched by compassion. And that, to me, is the true essence of a meaningful and fulfilling life.